this is a post that's not made from some random person, but made from an Inven Lost Ark reporter, like official reporter. So it has like high possibility that these most of these stuff that he covered here is gonna come out. So let's see. The first one is officially 100% it's gonna come out. Number one, solo mode, soloing content. This is like the content that I think West is looking forward to, right? Because this is the only content that can bring up the return or like newbie players to the higher state, right? What's the problem with the Lost Ark? There are so many problems, as you guys know, but one of those so many problem is if you take a break, then it's over. That's what this game is. You have to consistently play this game if you want to keep up with others. So soloing content can at least alleviate up to a certain point, and that certain point, what he said, when he was a director, Gold River, is up to Ivory Tower. Now the thing is, will it be up to 1620 or 1600? Because obviously Ivory Tower has different level, right? Different difficulty, normal and hard. I think it's gonna be up to normal, which is 1600, because if it's up to hard Ivory Tower, which is 1620, the problem is there's normal Echidna at 1620, and there's normal Thaymine at 1610, which is even lower. Like, are you not gonna add solo mode for those content? If it advocates up to hard Ivory Tower, I think it doesn't make sense, right? So that's why, I think the support of the solo mode is up to normal Ivory Tower only, including the hard Akkan. So up to 1600. And not just that, pretty much, if you think about the latest Express Pass, event stuff that, supported you up to 1580, right? I think they will add the Express event that supports up to 1600 with this, which kind of, makes sense, right? That is my expectation, guys. My expectation by reacting to this. And entropy classes and supporters will have no problem at all on doing the solo content. Do not worry, because they said they will balance it out. They are aware of that. So good. That's it for the solo content. Next one is new class. And this is honestly like half and half. Like 50% that the new class will come out, and other 50 that is not gonna come out. So Lost Ark has been consistently releasing the new class every half a year, right? But the problem is the Third Awakening, which will be covered later in this post, is coming out, and because Third Awakening has to do with the balance of the entire game, along with the entropy set removal and stuff. A lot of people are expecting that the developers don't have time to come up with a new class this time, which kind of makes sense. Yeah, but at the same time, there are 50% of people saying no, the new class will come out because it doesn't make sense. Are they not gonna earn money? Those kind of basically two kind of groups, and it's honestly 50-50. So we'll see what's gonna happen if it comes out. If a new class does come out, then as this guy say, I also think that the new class will be a subclass of Specialist, the FBI Ayaya. The reason is the latest one is Breaker, which was Gender Unlock. So this time it's not Gender Unlock, it's gonna be a new class. It's been always like that. Gender Unlock, new class, Gender Unlock, new class. It's been alternating like that. So this time it's the turn of the new class, and if a class is gonna get a new subclass, there's a high possibility that will happen on the Specialist, because Specialists only have two subclasses, Artist and Arrow. Spam noted. Yeah, I also agree on this post that has a high possibility. Yeah, so that's the reaction on this one. And next one is the Assault Raid. Assault Raid has no details at all. The only thing that we know is that it has nothing to do with the Epic Raid and the Kazeros Raid that we have. It's a totally different some other raid. Yeah, that's what he said. I don't know. and pretty much it's gonna be 8-man raid, right? Because like 16-man raid, Behemoth raid didn't go well, to be honest. This will of course like replace the gold, the weekly gold over like either Famine or Echidna or Behemoth, but people will most likely ditch Echidna in my opinion, because even though Echidna came out after Famine, Echidna gives less gold than Famine. Well, for people like me who are sick of playing Famine because of like jail that's keep happening, like they will drop Famine, right? People who like value gold, they will drop Echidna. Yeah, Echidna, like by the way, Echidna gives less than 20k. So we'll see what they're gonna talk about this on the LOA-ON. Next one is Kazeros raid. So Kazeros raid is a category where Echidna raid is that you guys are getting soon, right? Echidna. So Kazeros raid is a sequel. It's a sequel of like lot of raid, and the sum of all that raid becomes a Kazeros raid. So it kicked off with having Echidna raid. That's the first raid that you guys will get, and we have as well in Korea. And the last raid will be Kazeros, like beating himself. That's how it goes. And in between the start, the Echidna and the Kazeros, there's gonna be like some more raid as a Kazeros raid that's gonna come out. And this post is expecting that former Legion commanders will most likely come out. And I also like agree on this, because if it's not the former Legion commanders, then who else will try to like protect Kazeros? Like, does that make sense? Like, who else are there? Not much, right? There are some like presence, but not much. So pretty much there's a high possibility that it's gonna be the former commanders that's gonna like come back as a revenge. Yeah, we'll see what's gonna happen. Next one is the gate removal. Very interesting. And a lot of like Koreans also are looking forward to the gate removal, because so many people are tired of high fatigue. They really are, guys. Trust me. Koreans also do not like heavy like heavy time spending like contents. According to this report, the one that's like like guaranteed, like pretty much guaranteed, is Ivory Tower, and it's either Gate 1 or Gate 3. It's either Gate 1 or Gate 3 that's gonna be deleted, and we'll see what's gonna be deleted. So Gate 2 and Gate 4 is like, it's not gonna get deleted, right? It's either Gate 1 or Gate 3, so it's gonna be reduced to like 3 gates in total. And other than that, this one is not a guarantee. This one like is like just like possibility. He's saying that Famine can also get a gate removal, and if it actually happens, we know that what should be gone, right? Say it, guys. Say the word. This gate, okay? This. Yeah. Please delete that gate, bro. Like, I'm having such an unpleasant time of playing that gate. It's not fun, and it's annoying. Yeah, stop making like Gate 1 raid like annoying like that. Now, are they intentionally like making it like that? Please. Anyways, so and others can be Belshazzar and like Akkan kind of stuff. The reason why like it's like he's like focused on the low tier content is because low tier contents has no reason to have long gate, right? Because most of like player base will be on the high tier content. So that is why they're like if like they're doing a gate removal, it's like under tier. Does that make sense, guys? Next one, okay. Elixir and Transcendence nerf, guys. You guys already heard this, right? So this one is also gonna be 100% be brought up on the LOA-ON for sure. The way how they did till now, they never did a direct nerf at all. Sorry, like they did something like purple elixir, like some nerf, right? Which is not that huge though. Yeah, it's a purple, not a legendary, right? And they've been like keep like coming up with some free like silver requiring elixirs. But honestly, like for lucky people, it helped them a lot. For unlucky people, it didn't help at all, right? That's what it was. It was not a direct solution. But this is gonna be the direct solution, guys. It's gonna nerf itself, the source, guys, the problem, what is causing. Yeah. So Smallgate, please delete the Transcendence and Elixir itself. That's the solution. I'm just joking, guys. Yeah, just joking. All right, so they're gonna nerf it. What I expect is for Elixir, pretty much they're gonna let 1 out of the 5 effects that you place on the right side, 1 out of the 5 effects to be selectable. So for example, like you will be able to select the, those like, hard finding, options, like critical chaos, critical order, master chaos, master order kind of stuff. I think that's pretty much gonna happen. Like you will be possible to select at least one out of those 5, and then maybe other 4 random. And not just that, maybe like increasing the odds of the good advices, like, what I'm saying, like giving +2 free point from the 3 blue pity, like, so on and so forth. That's what I am expecting what's gonna happen. Yeah, and in maybe like more turns, or like, less skilled, so on and so forth. There has not been any nerf on the Legendary Elixir, and Legendary Elixir is what it needs the nerf. Yeah, I don't think that they will make it easy to reach 50 Elixir, you know what I'm saying? Like 5 5s, like, 5 of the 5 5s, but pretty sure, like 99% sure, they will focus the nerf on letting people easily get 40 set at least, period. Now, for the Transcendence, I think they will shrink the board. Does that make sense? Like shrink the tiles that they have to break on each of the stages, or even like, reduce the amount of the purple tiles as well. That's the easiest way of like nerfing it that I can like come up with. Like, don't you guys think so? Like, they can also increase the odds of like the hit rate of the each of the hands. But I think the easiest is like literally like shrinking the board and stuff. Like that's what I expect is gonna happen. We'll see, guys. We'll see. Permanent server transfer ticket. This one, like, I'm not sure like how many people will buy it. Like, if it was a permanent class change ticket, then like people would have like, what? Like, and then they would like buy all that thing, right? Yeah, but it's a server transfer ticket. Thing is, this game, like, you don't, even if your friend is not in your server, like, you don't need to be in the same server, because there's no problem at all of like doing contents, since everything's interconnected, right? And this one, yeah, okay, from here, it's not guaranteed. It's like just high possibility, you know what I'm saying? High possibility to come out. Third Awakening, I think it's gonna come out 100%. I think it's a guarantee to come out, like brought up on the LOA-ON. But I guess this post, why it put it on like, non-guarantee, is because the scale of this project is so huge. Last time, the new director did reveal in the LOA-ON that how the Third Awakening is roughly gonna be. So he showed this arc passive. So as soon as I saw this, one thing came into my mind: Dungeon and Fighter, DNF Online. DNF Online, like whenever they learn new awakenings, there's something called passive awakening. Like, so think it like this: it's just a buff. It's not something like you get the the active skill, the awakening itself, but also you get a lot of like skills or tripod. That's a passive that actually gives you a huge amount of buff. Does that make sense? And this looks like that. It literally says passive with the Third Awakening, and this is gonna make a big change in the balance and the tier, because if it's just like, I mean, what will the Third Awakening itself gonna do? Like, it's something that you can't even use it right away, according to what they said. It's something that like need to meet the condition to use it, which takes some warm-up time. And also, you can only use the Third Awakening once per run, once per raid. That's what he said. How will that make a big change, right? But with these like auto passive, it will, guys. It will. Yeah, and like think about it. Classes with a busted like passive like buff will become tier 0. Classes with bad bad passive buff will go all the way down, like to the floor, guys. That's what I'm expecting. So like, interesting. Just think it as a League of Legends like new season, right? Where like a lot of things like changes. Yeah. And hell, Inferno Akkan, guys. Yeah, this one I don't think it's gonna come out, because he never like the new director have never came up with the next hell content. But yes, there is a chance, because it's been like quite a like long while ever since the Braille Hell came out, right, guys? So I think it is a timing for the Akkan Hell to be released. And the thing is this: ever since the trial Hanumatan, guys, all the Inferno content will not be normalized, Chad. That's what they confirmed. None of the hell content will be normalized, you are doing the combat with your real spec. Hell Akkan will be like that as well, guys. Yeah, because that's what they said. They literally said no more normalized like hell contents will be there. So if it comes out, yeah, it'll be interesting. I hope they do not like put in that janitor stuff on the gate 3. I really wish. I think like back in the days of the pro kill, like 1-7 days in the bro gate 2, and also the janitor thing, the sewer thingy, 1-7. I think it's dumb, straight up. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I think it's a dumb system that should be deleted. Why are you isolating us like one person to somewhere else that has nothing to do with the Legion commander itself? I don't get it. Yeah, like there's actually like one person that I know, like swiped for level 10 gems to do Akkan, and when it got released, he was nominated to do the janitor on the prog. Feels so bad, man. It should be deleted, guys. It's a bad system. Alright, anyways, guys, that's it for the review and expectation. Come to my Twitch, guys, because I'm gonna do a full translation. When is the date? The date is June 8th, Saturday, 4 p.m. KST. That is 3 a.m. Saturday EST for NA East, and 9 a.m. EUC for the EUC enjoyers. Stay giga shit. Spam 07. Wrong hand, by the way. 07.